What's going on, everybody? It's Lights Out from MaddenDaily.com, and this is Madden Tip Tuesday. In this video, we're breaking down a money play out of the shotgun empty tray formation. It's out of Indy's playbook. We have an entire scheme out of this empty tray. If you want to see the entire scheme, I'll post it on Thursday if we get 75 likes on this video. So if you enjoy this money play, it's the play we come out in the formation. If we get 75 likes, I'll show you the entire scheme. Regardless, I'm going to post the scheme, but if we don't get 75 likes, instead of YouTube, we're going to post it on our membership. If you guys don't know, we already started breaking down the Indy offense. We made an ebook, part 1 and part 2 on our website. We broke down shotgun split close, shotgun bunch tight end, shotgun empty tray, pistol wide trips. We have a few other formations to break down besides this one, plus a gameplay and scheme section. You guys are definitely going to enjoy it. Indy's offense is fire. So if you want to see that, if you enjoy this video and the rest of the 5-wide scheme, you definitely should take a look at our membership. We have Indy's offense, Green Bay, the 155 scheme you see Stiff running, just pretty much everything you see on YouTube, we break down on our membership. So let's get started with this video. Like I said, we're coming out in Y corner. We're going to be looking to see if our opponent is in press coverage or off coverage. If we see press coverage, the setup is to whip route the left slot receiver, which is Y, smart route the tight end on his corner route, slant the right slot receiver RB, and then motion the outside right wide receiver B a few steps to the left and hike before he gets to the slot receiver. Now the reason why we're motioning is to tell man or zone. If we see our opponent's corner on the right follow our receiver and turn his hip, then we know it's man coverage. First read on the play is going to be the slot on the right slant route. That should get open majority of the time against man coverage. The second read would be the left side. We have the slot on the whip who should kill man coverage every single time as well. So we're reading man coverage or zone coverage. If we read man, then we know the slant should be open, the whip should be open. Also the corner route to the right. The reason why we smart route him is so that he gets deeper down the field. That way it's easier to tell if he will definitely 100% get open, but we're isolating him on the right side. If our opponent plays max coverage and has 2 purples on the outside, we still have the in route, which is delay, that should be open. And then also there's one more route. Literally every single route gets open versus man coverage. The one route that we didn't break down so far is the left outside receiver on his unbubbable post. If our opponent's playing max coverage, we're going to kill him with that. So we have the whip to the left, the corner to the right, 2 routes in the middle, and then 1 deep route to the deep middle. Now let's go to cover 2 zone instead of 2 man under. It's the same look, so we're going to give the same look as well. And we're motioning the outside right wide receiver, and we've seen it was zone because the right corner did not follow the receiver, and he also did not turn his hip. So you could clearly see that the dime back and the right corner, they're kind of strafing, which you know it's zone coverage. They're not turning their back. So if we see that the first read is the slant on the deep middle, then the corner route, the reason why the corner route would be open is because if it's a cover 2 zone, the flat route will not play a corner. So that's an easy read there. Then you also have the delay route to B and the post deep on the left if we have enough time. Here I was giving an example. If our opponent manually plays the middle linebacker, he could only play either the slant or the delayed in route. And we don't have to throw the in route right away either. If we see that the in route isn't open or the slant isn't open, here you can see our opponent's in pretty good coverage. Everything looks covered, but there's no pressure coming our way. We're just going to hit the in route as he crosses to the left. And if everything is covered underneath, we finally have the post over the top that's going to kill both man and pretty much every zone. Now versus off coverage, we can keep the same look. We can do the whipping Y and leaving X on his route. But a lot of times what we like to do is actually out routing X, the outside left receiver, and then smart routing him. Keep everything the same on the right side. The reason why we do that is if it's off coverage, it can possibly be cover 3 or off coverage man. So if it is cover 3 with a flat zone right away on the right side while we're making a read, if we see the slot receiver get bumped in off coverage, we know that it is cover 3. So we immediately look to the left side and hit the left outside receiver on his out route. Now, if our opponent's smart enough, they will purple the left side and leave the flat on the right so the slot gets bumped. But we could just progress with our reads, hit the middle of the field, or we could also hit the flat route which should be open, not for many yards, but can still move the chains 3 to 4 to 5 yards. We have the corner route on the right. Remember, if the slot receiver gets bumped on the right, that means it's in a flat zone. So unless they have a flat and purple on the right side, the corner will be open that way. Now, the out route to the left is mainly just a cheap way of picking up yards, but we can still attack the middle of the field. You're going to throw to the slant, make sure you're throwing down and to the left. You also have the in route that works very nicely with the slant and the corner. It should be open to the right seams mostly every time as he makes his cut for his zone. Now, before we move on, I want to show you on the left hash, a purple zone will not always play the out route. Now, while doing this play, you could also mix in the wide receiver screen, which is a quick audible. I'm not going to get into crazy detail. We have setups for this. I will break that down Thursday. But your opponent's not really going to play much off coverage because of things like the screen and other plays. But let's stay with the Y corner. Now we're going to go back to the original setup versus off coverage, and it works just as effectively. I like to use this setup against off coverage if it doesn't look like a blitz is coming. If a blitz is coming or it looks like there's a lot of guys in the box or there's only one safety over the top, we may leave the flat out route combo on the left. That's because we want to make really quick progressions. So if we see 6 or 7 guys in the box, single high look, it could be a blitz. We need something quick like a slant from right to left, a smart routed out that's going to kill both man and cover 3 zone. Then we also have the corner route. We have to make all progressions very quickly. But if we see a too high look, then we know we have time because our opponent's probably only blitzing 3, 4, or 5 guys. So we could do the original setup and just make our reads accordingly. Here it was cover 2 zone and we hit the middle of the field. As we end this video, we're just doing random plays. Here we see that it's off coverage, but it looks like a potential blitz. So we're doing the flat out route combo and hitting that. Here again, off coverage, but there's not many guys in the box. Doesn't look like a blitz. And we're just going to make our reads right in the middle of the field. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember, 75 likes, and I'll continue this scheme, do the full scheme. There's about 4 plays total. If you enjoy the indie book and you want to take a closer look, the offense is very, very good. I'm going to run a little bit more of that offense on some YouTube gameplay games, but it's in our membership. The membership is only $7.95. You get every single thing we broke down for the year, and of course every future week's tips that we post every single Saturday. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, and until next time, it's lights.